Hey guys, we are here for Power Season 6 episode. Shoot, what episode is this? It's called Scorched Earth. I'll put it in the description because I don't feel like looking it up. I know I didn't do the episode before this one because it was a lot going on, y'all. I watched it obviously, so I might be making some references from the last episode. The only thing I could say, like right off the top of the dome for that last episode that I didn't review was Sax was being super thirsty and he's desperate, grasping for anything he can grasp for. Detective Blanca or Sergeant Blanca, whatever, didn't know she was a lesbian. Okay, girl. And she kind of like playing the sides with Sax because she like, no, he kind of want to do catch the bad guys, but he's still going about it the wrong way. And she really don't trust him, and she's just getting what she can from him and all that. So, what else? Let me see. And R.I.P. Lakeisha, man. Like I thought she was gonna get killed just from doing some other dumb shit or somebody else or get caught in some other shit with Tommy. But when it came to her and Tasha, Tasha's smaller, but Tasha a thug. Like she, hey man, it is what it is. And she was just being dumb. Like for one, I wouldn't have been like, oh, I in my purse. Like, what's in your purse, girl? Like, I wouldn't have just been, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. We gonna wait for Tommy to get here. I'm about to go get something to drink, or I'm about to go get some, go sit down, let me go pee real quick. I'd have had to like come up with something better. She was looking so obvious, like, girl, you being dumb and acting stupid is what got you killed in the first place. And Tasha's cold blooded, like she just then went on about her day. Anyway, y'all, let me hold on. I'm having for anybody who cares. Hopewell cosign West Coast style IPA. Hopewell is a brewery in Logan Square in Chicago, Logan Square area neighborhood. I used to live over there. It's good beer. Love my IPAs. But anyway, so here we go for this episode. It starts off with why do I not have this? Hold on, y'all. Thought I wrote stuff on this page. Okay, here we go. Starts off, Tommy is just sitting in the car with Lil Cash, sleep. So he never, let him go in the house. And he bring him to his daddy. And who is daddy? Papi Chulo. Who is daddy? Jesse Williams. I was like, hey, boo, you made me want to go watch some Grey's Anatomy. Like, I needed some more camera time. And he was looking all thuggish, ruggish. Like, he had his little apartment or house that he had. And he had the fake tattoos. And, he was talking all with the low, like, the demeanor. I was like, okay, Jesse. I'm just so used to him just being so smiley and happy and stuff. But he did his little part for his little part. He got in on a little power train before Choo Choo was about to end. So he was just like, do you know who killed Lakeisha and what happened? He's like, nah, but best believe, Tommy's like, whoever it is or whatever. He's like, and I'm like, when did they ever become cool? That they had a relationship to talk and all this? I'm like, really? Y'all was, because Keisha, because she shares custody with 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 Cash's father, and he was ex-con or whatever, so or whatnot. But he was just like, man, you got anything, just let me know if some shit pop off. Is Cash gonna see you again? Tommy just so distraught. He's like, man, I don't even know, because Tommy is just still trying to process like his girl on the floor. I mean, this ain't the first time, Tommy. At least you ain't do it this time. That's all I can say. Then as he leaving from over there dropping off Cash and shit, and Cash just tired and don't know where his mama at, and he was just asleep the whole time during that scene. I wouldn't even want to see no scene about him hearing about his mama being gone and shit or some bullshit. So Detective Blanca or Sergeant Blanca, whatever Blanquita, whatever, she rolls up on Tommy. I'm like, they just been harassing these folks, constantly putting the pressure, constantly harassing them. And she's like, she mentioned the stuff about Keisha being murdered. He's like, oh, I know you did this, and then you probably murdered your girlfriend. And Tommy is a fucking stone faced killer. So he just like no emotion. He's just sitting there looking like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I got shit to do. This better not take that long. And she's like, normal people would have some type of emotion hearing that the love of their life or whatever is been killed. And he was like, look, she's like, where were you between the times on 6 and this time? She's like, I was getting an engagement ring for Lakeisha. I was not about to hurt her. That's my girl. Ride or die till the end. That was it. And then she was like, no, she was gonna flip on you and blah. He's like, no, she wasn't. She told me what happened. She's like, the cash told you. She's like, her son or whatever told you. And then what you do, go home and murder her. He's like, I didn't kill her, okay? And if you do your job, maybe we wouldn't be having to sit here and have this conversation. She was like, don't do anything. Let me handle it. Because on the ones you might get her in the process. I'm like, girl, shut up. Tommy gonna do what Tommy gonna do. That's it. So anyway, jumping from that, we get to James St. Patrick meeting with the other governor candidate that Tate was running against and Ramona, and they're at this new space, this new building that James has picked out. Well, first, James is talking to the realtor who owns, or a realtor who's trying to sell this property, and she was like, this is a very sought after property. It's very secluded. There's no neighbors to your left or your right, so there's room for expansion if you would like to. So I'm getting offers on this constantly. So if you're gonna make a deal, it needs to be soon. And he was like, all right, you'll have an offer by tomorrow morning. And she's like, all right. So then he's there and then it switches, it flips the camera, and it's like him and Ramona talking to the other governor or whatever candidate. And then she says that she wants Jamie to be her lieutenant governor. And then he was like, he gets it. He's like, you want me to be your black friend to get you that black vote, because that's what's going to bring it into the polls. She's like, I like him. Kiki with Ramona or whatnot. So from there, we see Tommy, he's sitting there staring at the ring for Lakeisha and stuff, and he holding it close and dear to his heart. And Ghost calls him, and he was like, hey, Tommy, man, did you do the stuff? Like, did you, because he has no idea that Lakeisha is dead, so he's just gonna be like, hey, we got this plan to kill Jason from, like, the past episodes is you set up, so apparently he plans to kill Jason in this building. And Tommy's supposed to have him because he's like, we're gonna have a secluded location. You just leave a gun, the piece where I told you to leave it, and I'll take care of the rest, which is pretty good. I'm like, damn, you just gonna do all the heavy work. All Tommy had to do is plan it. Okay. So Tommy was like, yeah, I did it, and everything, everything going down. He's like, and after this, we'll be good on Jason on all this shit. He's like, peace, my brother. He's like, peace, brother. I'm like, for what? Tommy don't even be talking like that. So Ghost be so wrapped up in himself, he don't even realize when people just don't sound right. Like, listen, unclog your ears, Ghost. You're not listening. So Dre is meeting up in the car with Blanca, and he like, damn, why you keep calling me? And then she was like, do you know who killed Lakeisha or whatever? He was like, no, Tommy probably did that shit though. And then she was like, nah, I talked to Tommy, and Tommy, he's got an alibi. He was with Cash getting that fucking ring and everything. He's with Cash that whole day. Well, during that time. So we all know who fuck killed Keisha. Tosh did that shit. But anyway, he was like, well, it might have been one of his dudes. Like, you just never know with Tommy, his flunkies and shit. They'll do whatever, his crew will do whatever he say. And then I'm like, dang, ain't nobody gonna mention how Grimace is just super dead and Drake killed him. When y'all ain't nobody gonna talk about that? That was bogus. Anyway, he was a real one. Somebody say R.I.P. Grimace. R.I.P. Grimace. So whatever. I guess people too busy in their own shit to even care about this man being dead. So he was like, she's like, well, where is Tommy's warehouse and blah, blah, blah. Where's the location? He was like, I don't know. But he was like, she started threatening to put the ankle bracelet back on. And he was like, if you so smart, why don't you do your fucking job and check that ankle bracelet? They pulled me over, had me in the trunk of the car, about to kill me at the warehouse. So if you check the last few locations that the bracelet has been at, you will find Tommy's warehouse. And that's where he keep all his product. And Tommy probably be there too. So, Dre out here tricking on everybody. He's gonna fuck. So that's what's going on. She was like, okay. I'm like, yeah, girl, why you even ever check it? But he, whatever. So Jamie goes and he's talking to Jason, and he's telling him about the new building, the new space that he got, and he was like, he's trying to still get the Queens Child projects going on because this building is in Queens. And Jason's like, why would you get this? Because Jason's all about putting in that work, illegal work. And he was like, if we do this, or he was like, you don't even have that kind of money, so how are you gonna get this building? He was like, well, that's why I wanted you to come in as a very silent, not like on no Stern shit, because Stern was supposed to be silent and he was not. Okay. But a very silent partner and help me get this building. We can be partners and we can bring all our money in and we could finally have some legitimate businesses. I'm like, Jason could have had legitimate businesses. Jason chooses not to. Jason has a big thing going on, connects all over. Jason could have been with legit anytime. He just really wasn't about that. Jamie is the only one who's constantly trying to become more legit. And everybody else like, man, fuck that shit. We about here to get that work. Like nobody's trying to hear it. But he was like, okay, I'll hear you out. And he was like, oh, by the way, meet me there this afternoon, but you can't have no peace on you because there's security right there. And he was like, you don't tell me how to conduct my business. I'll show up however the fuck I want to show up. He's like, I'm just letting you know just so we won't be leaving there in handcuffs, okay? So he's like, all right, whatever. So they're planning to meet at the space this afternoon. So apparently this is early morning. And that's when, he's planning to kill Jason. So it jumps to Ramona and Tate. Ramona is still just playing along with Tate. Tate's still trying to revamp his stuff and his campaign. He doesn't know. Ain't nobody even really in that office no more. You didn't see that pullback and people pulling back from you and the DNC, and you ain't hollered at nobody. Ramona just ain't even told you yet. And then she was just like, I just wanted to expose kind of the person that James St. Patrick was. Ever since he came in, I took one step forward and two steps back and blah, blah, blah. He just bad-mouthing Jamie and all that. And she's like, okay. She's just like, all right, yeah, okay, yeah, we done with him. Y'all, fuck Jamie. No, she's just sitting there. But he was like, sitting there trying to tell her all this stuff. And then he's like, oh, you just a good one to have. You a loyal woman. And, that just shows character and all that. She's like, I'm like, you ain't seeing that she just like, don't fuck with you no more. Maybe so fucking on their own dicks. They don't even realize when you just check the fuck out on their ass. You just sit there like, I wish the nigga stop talking. And that's pretty much what Ramona was doing. Like, you'll see, homie. You'll see. She didn't they already so many steps ahead of Tate. But whatever. He just sitting there trying to grasp on the air. But anyway, it jumps to Tanya and Tasha and Epiphany, the stripper girl who's been running the wait from the strip club at her job and whatnot. She passing off money, a big ass wad of money to Tasha, and Jamie walk in. He was like, Tasha, you fucking crazy? You running drugs through this motherfucking daycare? What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, I know what's going on. She's like, no, there wasn't nothing going on. He's like, I ain't stupid, Tasha. What the fuck? Let me find out. I'm fucking report your ass, blah, blah, blah. So they got into it. He's like, you don't even realize that we got to go to this meeting for Tariq's school shit or whatever. And whatnot. She was like, well, I'm busy. I got to work, so you can go. You used to do that shit to me all the time when you, in your drug game shit, you was busy. You had to put in work. Why don't you go do that shit your damn self? And he was like, what the fuck, Tasha? And she's like, whatever, nigga, bye. So, whatever. So Dre jumps to Dre, makes a call to Jason. Jason is like really not trying to hear from Dre. He was like, man, you can lose my number. you didn't even show up to our initial meeting. I don't give people other chances. He's like, well, maybe you'd want to know about this because shit's about to go down on Tommy and the warehouse and all that. I heard the feds talking about I got a friend in the tip on the inside that the feds is gonna come down. I'm like, nigga, that's you. I'm about to come down on them, and I can make it a smooth transition if you make me your distro and my crew. You won't even lose no money in meantime, in between time, if you just slide on over to us. And he was like, all right, well, I don't know what you're saying is true, but I'll be in touch. Look out for my call. And Dre was like, all right, Dre ain't shit. But anyway, we already knew that nigga should have been dead. So from there, Tariq and the Tariq school stuff, and with that history teacher of Tariq's or whatnot. Oh my goodness. Why did he look like he was on drugs? Why he might have been on his own supply. The product that Tariq has been given, Tariq and Tasha has been giving him and put in his car and shit. He looked like he was kind of on some shit. And Ghost there, and he was like, "Oh, Tariq's so smart. He's so this," and he's like that, and having a after school job. Jamie like, after school job, what you mean? He's like, yeah, works at your ex-wife's daycare. He still managed to have a full workload and do this, and I'm sure that he's so talented, just like his father. He's gonna go places. Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, but dude looked like he was on drugs. Anyway, so Ghost pop up at fucking Tasha's apartment, and he like, what the fuck, Tasha? You got Tariq up in there running drugs and shit for you? Are you serious? And then she was like, you need to understand that Tariq is not gonna change. He ain't gonna be no just straight laced boy. You was sitting there trying to change him, trying to make him into something he's not. And I'm trying to make sure that he is equipped to deal with what he's doing, because she can see that Tariq ain't shit. Tariq just want to be about the street, on that street life shit. So she's just trying to help him be better at that. If he gonna be about that life, then he needs to know that life good and be able to adapt and do what he needs to do. So, but she's like, he like, hell no, bitch, you do that, and he didn't call her a bitch, but he was like, you do that, I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna call people in on your daycare, and make sure you never see Yas again. I'm thinking like, nigga, when the last time you seen Yas? We ain't seen little baby Yas in a minute. He talking about me gonna take her. She was like, don't tell. He's like, we already lost one child and all this, and he gonna end up locked up and blah blah. She like, get the fuck out of here. She was like, you come for me, I'm gonna tell the feds, federales, everything on your ass. He was like, what? She's like, so they got into this tussle, and then he had got that killer look. He had yoked Tasha up and shit, and he was like, I thought he was gonna break her arm or something. I was like, calm down. And I ain't like, cause she said she was gonna trick him. She's like, I'll tell them everything that you killed Terry and all this. And he was like, you tell them your ass going down and everything too. But she was like, I don't give no fuck, like whatever. And then he just got man strength and came for her and fucks her arm up and shit. So she was like, oh hell no. So and then he does end up being a snitch ass bitch and reporting anonymously tipping on the daycare. I was like, that's bogus as fuck. And they came in on the daycare and all that. And while Epiphany was walking in with her child, and then after they, the whole place was clean or whatnot. But then after she left, Epiphany, the stripper who runs her product through the club, she was like, oh hell no, Tasha, this some bullshit. I'm out. My girls is out. This shit too hot. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. I got kids to take care of. You need to think about your children too. You got the fucking police coming running through here on some bullshit. Hell no. And she's like, no, I got this on her hand. She's like, no, this shit shouldn't happen. I'm like, and ain't nobody gonna want their kids going to a place that just got fucking raided. Like, no, you have to lose all your business. So Tasha, that's what it is. What it is. So Tommy calls, he's on the phone. It's the scene, him calling, saying, get all the boys together. I don't know if he called Spank or whatever. call them together, and they were always talking about like they were all talking about like, oh, Tommy just been on some bullshit, y'all. He even keeping us in the dark about shit, Joe. Like, we need to be looking out for ourselves. Like, he been acting strange lately, and we need to make sure. And they a little slow and a little behind too, because as they sitting there talking about some, they need to be making moves, and it's like, no, we can't be betraying Tommy, no. Everybody had their own opinion. And then all of a sudden, the federales and FBI come in and raid the fucking warehouse. And I know some type of drug had to probably still been in there. Um, and Tommy was on his way to come in to meet with them. But from the looks of it to them, his crew, he was like in the distance behind the gate and shit. Apparently, only they saw him and not the police and shit. He was like, "Oh hell no!" Tommy set us up. Like, why would Tommy set up his own organization? That they need to think a little bit more clear. They sounded real stupid. Like, why would Tommy set y'all up? Tommy was just running late, and good thing he was. And they happened to clip y'all in the process, and he looking like, oh shit, what the fuck? So he was like, oh hell no, somebody dropped a dime on me. So then it jumps to a conversation of Dre and his gang of new crew flunkies that he was like, y'all need to be thinking he just giving this boss ass like coming to everything. Like, this my new crew, y'all. Just make sure it's gonna be lit. First we gonna take Uptown, and then we gonna take the city by storm. Yeah, y'all get these drinks, blah blah blah. And then he walk off and shit. I'm like, shut up, Dre. Like, you was wanting so hard, but you just be making too many snake ass moves. Like, I wouldn't trust your ass. I don't know what this crew is and who this crew is, but hell no. So then it jumps to another scene where Jason is talking to his main dude, and he's saying that can't nobody get in touch with Tommy because after Tommy shit got raided, the whole Keisha thing, ain't nobody been able to get a hold of Tommy besides that one time when Ghost spoke to Tommy. And he like, we need to get eyes on Tommy to see what's going on and see if he actually do get hit and all that. But Tommy and the fucking warehouse already got hit. They all delayed behind on shit. So whatever. Then his dude, because they're all talking, I think, what in their language, say Serbian, whatever. And he was like, with Ghost after this, he was like, I'll take this piece. He was like, nah, it ain't on that. I don't even know peace, whatever. If Ghost wanted to take me out, he would have did it by now. And dude was like, nah, man, take this with you. Like, even dude had a feeling like it just seemed like a little setup-ish, okay? To meet on some other turf or whatever, somewhere unknown to you. You shouldn't just be going to unknown spaces, not strapped up. But Jason went on with it, with the wit on. So then Quentin shows up to Tasha's daycare that is completely empty because, of course, ain't nobody brought their kids there that day. It's all been everybody know that she got raided, and he's talking about some. And I'm like, nigga, where you been? Like, talking about some. I've been thinking about you. Like, do your daughter go there or not? Does your mom been dropping her off? I don't know. Because anyway, show up with your puffy coat, talking about acting all concerned, talking about some. I heard that you had these problems. He's like, it was your ex-husband and all that. She was like, look, I don't want to talk about it. He was like, Tasha, I care about you and all this. I'm like, you don't even know her. What? She just slobbed you down one good time. Like, and he's felt on the booty a little bit. Like, it wasn't that big. Calm down. Like, it's really, you care about her. You want to help her. And I'm like, what are his true intentions? Because it just seemed like he just really, like, I don't know. Like, he came in and was like real pushy, and then he fell back, and then he came back again. Now all super pushy, like, I want to help you, and let me help you with this with him, your ex. I know that nigga don't know how to quit and all this and blah blah blah. She was like, look, I want you, but I don't need you to help me with, my ex. I got that, and then he's like, whatever. Then they started kissing and stuff and whatever. It's just so weird. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this relationship? Somebody please just tell me so I can just stop being annoyed by it. It's like he just be popping up randomly. It was weird. So we get to Jason and Ghost. He meets him at the new building, the new property, and he had it seeming like it was like mass security in this building. This one big, swole, older black dude and a metal detector, and I'm like, this looked like it. Looked like he could just be like, "Hey man, can I just walk around here? Because I ain't got time for that." But they was like, "Oh hey," he's like, "Come on, Jason, I'm gonna show you the penthouse and all this and blah blah blah." And then Jason, he was just looking. You could just tell that he was just like, "This isn't." Some is amiss, you know. He could tell like just some ain't right, and he was like, "Come on, you know, it's gonna change your life or some shit." Jamie said, and then finally he come in. Jason does not is not strapped. He put his stuff in the thing. He goes through, get on the elevator. Jamie crouches down to tie his shoe, and I guess to try to find his gun. I guess Tommy did not put that shit in there. But Jamie had his own shit, and he gets a text. Jason gets a text as Ghost is tying his shoe that Ghost is gonna try to kill you. And I'm like, Tommy, you ain't shit. He just trying to just set him up real quick. So they start squabbling and fighting, and then Ghost get a hold of him with the thing around his neck. I don't know where that shit came from, the wire or something. And next thing I know, Jason is bleeding all down here. He's fucking turning purple and blue. And excuse me, bye, Jason. I'm like, that's all it took. You could have been killed, Jason. Y'all spending this man all this money, but y'all didn't want that blowback from his uh people. I understand, but I was like, wow. So Jason gone, huh? Okay, so he pulls Jason off at the rooftop, leaves his body right there, and yeah. So he sees the text from Tommy that Tommy is the one to tell and trick and say like, oh, he gonna kill you. So from there, he texts Dre, and on Jason's phone, he does this. He texts Dre, says, "Oh, let's do that meeting." Oh, because while I forgot to mention before they start fighting and shit, he mentioned how Dre reached out to him again and told him that he wanted a second chance, and then Ghost told him you should give him that second chance and see what it's about. See, maybe he can explain himself and all that. And then he's like, if he can't, then fucking get rid of him. And then Jason was like, I'm not so sure about second chances and all that. So with the Dre thing. So Jamie texts Dre back off of Jason's phone saying to meet him at the building. It's time for the meet, whatever, blah, blah. He also texts what's his Drago or Grego, whatever. I think that's his main dude, and told him that Andre set him up. So Jamie is trying to pin this all on Dre now, saying that Dre is the one that killed Jason. So that's what is gonna go into things because it all came from Jason's phone. So we'll see how that goes. From there, Benny pops up on Ghost and he was like, hey man, you lied to me. The dude that you said that Proctor or whatever was hiding from or going to testify from, he couldn't have been the one to kill him because he had been out of the country for a month. So I need you to tell me the truth. He was like, look, when Proctor came up to me, he told, like when Joey came, he told me that he needed a safe house for him and his daughter. That's why he asked to stay with me. This is the name he named. I just put two and two together and thought that was who killed him. And he was like, nah, something else. You're not telling me. I'm gonna need you to tell me what the fuck happened. And at this point, oh wait, I forgot. At this point, Ghost had already talked to Tommy like, hey man, what the fuck? You tried to get me killed. You tricked off to Jason and shit. He was like, no, you killed Lakeisha. Ghost like, I ain't killed Keisha. What the fuck you talking about, homie? He was like, yeah, he's like, what she did? He's like, look, I'm sorry she dead, but I ain't trying to kill her. Why would I kill her? He's like, I don't know, to get back at me. He's like, I ain't got time to be going around killing Keisha. He's like, I'm done talking. Tommy's like, I'm done talking. Next time I come for you, I'm gonna kill your ass. So after that, then Benny comes and to up to truth and is talking to Ghost. And Ghost like, well, fuck it, shit. He was like, look, I ain't 100% sure or nothing, but I think Tommy probably killed because he was like, you're gonna have to give me some answers. This is my family. And I asked you, you sat right here a couple days ago, and you told me so and so killed it. Tell me the truth. I know you know something. Don't be lying to me. So he told him, I'm not 100% sure. Think it's Tommy. And he was like, he got a feeling that day when he intervened with the whole Vincent thing. When he talked to Tommy, he had a inkling of he felt something, but he was like, I let that shit go. And he just kept it moving because he didn't have no proof. So why would even create any more smoke with that? But yeah, so he was like, nah, when next time he was like, but Ghost told him, he's like, look, I'm about to try to kill Tommy anyway. So don't even worry about it. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna pull up on Tommy and he gonna either give me some answers or he gonna be coughing up answers or coughing up blood or some shit. And he's like, all right, whatever. If you want to do it, then go ahead, go for Tommy if you want to. So it jumps to Tommy is at Tasha's apartment talking to Tariq and Tasha, and he going off about Ghost, like he killed Lakeisha and all this and blah blah. And then the Academy Award goes to Tasha St. Patrick. I mean, Tasha Green. She's like, what? Keisha's dead. I was like, bitch, really? She laid it on thick, like, wow. And then what killed me, who was ever directing this episode, when she did clutch my pearls, it zoomed in on Tariq's face, and Tariq was looking at her like, this bitch lying. He could tell right away off the bump that Tasha ass was lying as soon as she did that extra thing. He was like, and then Tommy's like, I know y'all was beefing, see, but you know, she's like, no, she was just like a sister to me. I can't believe this. Tariq just sitting there like, so that was like one of the funniest moments of the whole episode. Cause Tasha, girl, bye. You done killed this girl, went about your whole day and ain't blinked, cried, a tear, or nothing. Excuse me. So that shit was funny. So he was like, Tommy's like, nah, you know, Ghost, he's a different Ghost. You know, he done went too far. I didn't come here for y'all permission about killing him. I just came to tell y'all out of respect that I'm taking this motherfucker down because I've had enough of him. He ain't the man that we once knew. So they was like, okay, cool, we understood. Yeah. And he was like, you know, I tell y'all because we family. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all family, all right, okay. I ain't the family I want to be a part of. So from there, soon as Tommy ain't even got to the steps of the elevator, I don't know how Tasha's apartment worked. He was like, Tariq was like, so did you know what happened to Keisha? Because she wasn't buying a second of what his mama was talking about. And she was like, look, Tariq, I don't want to lie to you. That's how things went wrong between Ghosts and stuff because he always kept shit to himself and he didn't tell the truth and all that. And then Tariq was like, so you did, Keisha? And she was like, I had to. She was going to come for the family and she was going to do this and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm just mad that you killed her and you didn't tell me. And I'm like, I just can't buy Tariq as, oh, he's a man now and he can handle shit. And then he's like, oh, what happened to your arm? And she was like, oh, because he asked that before. She's like, Ghost and all that. He's like, what? And then she's like, I'm just trying to protect. He's like, no, I should be the one to protect you, Mom. And this, I'm like, Tariq, shut the fuck up. You ain't protecting nobody. Like, really? Anyway, so there's this mother-son bonding moment about how she's telling how she killed her only fucking friend, kind of friend, and she murdered her. Yes, Tasha, you did that. And if Tommy ever found out, Tommy just can't trust nobody. At least his mama ain't never killed nobody in his life. She just fuck up shit. But damn, the family you choose. Ooh. So, moving along. We get Dre shows up finally at the building. It's like nighttime and shit. Like, damn, what was the meeting scheduled for? So he show up, go through the little detector and all that. Oh, and I don't know if I said the security dude was in on it with Jamie. Because after he got done killing Jason, he was like, here go that money. He paid the man off. He said, hold on to the surveillance of him, of Jason even coming in the building. and make sure that you keep that. And remember, I was never here. Make sure I wasn't on the tapes at all. And here's a burner phone. So when this little nigga pop up, call the police immediately. So it's all set up on Dre. So Dre shows up. It's nighttime. He goes up to the top. He has such a little smug look on his face. He think he really about to get up in it with Jason. As soon as he come up, he walk up to the fucking rooftop. Jason has been sitting there looking blue and bloody for hours. Boo. He been up there for hours. So he's like, oh, hell no. Nah. There's some random other police, not police, but security come in, shining the thing on. I'm like, hey, what are you doing up here? And I'm like, don't be acting like that man been up there dead. I don't know how long. Ain't nobody been up on that roof and look. But it was all a part of James's plan. So now Dre is just fuck. He runs out. He on the run and shit. And that's it. So from there, good old Rashad Tate, Councilman Tate, pops up on Jamie at Truth and shit. I'm like, does Truth even be open anymore? It just seemed like it's a big ass space for Jamie to just go drink at by himself and for random people to come show up. Because that room like they ever open ever these days. So he just sitting there. He was like, yeah, I guess he want to come and cut ties completely with Jamie. He was like, because I know who you really are. And then he goes and he's like, Ghost, and he's like, you a drug dealer and you're this and you're that. Just because he's like, Ghost, Jamie is like, I don't know what you're talking about. But if I was this person, get your OJ Simpson ass out of here. I ain't killer. But if I did do it, this how it would have went. Like, no. So that's pretty much what he was doing. I was like, oh wow. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. I bumped my thing. So I'm like, oh wow. So they were just getting on each other's faces again, piss contest, whatever. And from there, he was just like, Tay was just like, he's done with him and he gonna move on and he gonna do this and blah blah blah. And Jamie like, okay, cool, good. I'm glad that we cutting ties completely. And you'll learn about my next moves in tomorrow's paper. And then Tay's just like, okay. Because Jamie told him, if I was going to kill you, you wouldn't even know it. Like, it wouldn't be something that you just see coming. You'd be gone, just like a ghost. So he leave off, and then Ramona walks up to his office, Tate's office. Oh, excuse me. And she finally tells him that the plans that they have of going forward with the other governor or whatever, and how Jamie's on board, and pretty much it's over, nigga. Like, you sitting here making these threats to Jamie and all that and doing woo trying, because he's gonna tell Jamie like, yeah, you wouldn't kill somebody like me because of my high profile or something, because he just really is on his own dick. I love his Lawrence Tate, but this character was such a fucking jackass. He's just so up his own ass, and then Jamie just like, whatever. And now Ramona just, boom, let him know, we done. DNC's backed out from you. We going over to this other candidate, and it's a done deal, boo. It's over. And he looks stupid. So we don't know if he gonna retaliate or whatnot, but from this point, she's like, I could let you find out tomorrow on the news, or I can tell you myself that we've moved on. Bye, Tate. So from there, we see Blanca walking up to some type of jazzy burlesque place, and I'm like, where's this scene going? And then she's meeting up with Sax. We ain't seen Sax all episode till just now, and he's like, she's saying how she truly believes that Sax really does want to catch the bad guys, but methods were shady. And then they're like, we just need to. So we couldn't have Lakeisha and everything she did. We need to put the pressure on somebody. Let's put the pressure on Tasha. So they pop up on Tasha, start coming for Tasha, saying, we know you have to know something, like Keisha did. This is this. And how long will he even be this loyal? Sorry, my allergies is bothering my nose. It's so bad. Would he even be so loyal to you? All the stuff that he's put you through, the public humiliation. And she started thinking about Angela, started thinking about everything, which it is, girl. Like, you've been a real one to him, and he's treated your ass like garbage. This mostly the whole time. I mean, he was throwing money at you up until a point. Then he wouldn't even allow you up in the penthouse. Like, girl, like I would have been turned on Jamie low key, like, but I wouldn't like not to the police, fuck the police, but I would have did space moves or something and got him fucked up in some type of way. But they got kids together, so I don't know. It's complicated. And then she was just getting stressed out because they told her about Keisha being dead, and she's oh please come in, blah blah blah. And she's still landing on think about the whole Keisha thing, like girl, bye. And she was like, I don't know about all these other murders and all that, but James was very upset about me and Terry Silver. So I know he killed him. And then she's like, well, where do you think we need a body as proof or whatnot? She's like, well, I don't know for sure, but if I was to kill somebody in a hurry, I would go to LaGuardia Airport and Terminal 5 and this in this section in this parking lot because it's always real vacant. I'm like, damn, bitch. She went in and told them exact location. I'm like, bitch, why didn't you go look for Terry there if you thought he was there this whole time? So they go and look for Terry at Terminal 5, whatever, in the parking lot and everything. And first, Sax finds the car was open, and then they find Terry's phone. Sax finds Terry's phone, but he doesn't tell Blanca because she can't even see him because she's back towards the trunk. She's like, pop the trunk. She finds the phone. He puts it away in his pocket, does not tell her. And then they pop that trunk. I don't even know what time frame. How long has Terry ass been dead in that trunk? Because they was like, whoo, it smelled funky dead. I mean, anybody else smell it? Maybe because it's airy in there, stayed aerated, so nobody smelled it. And it's been funky, it stank. And this man has just been deteriorating up in there. So there goes Terry. So we knew Terry was dead, but anyway. So they found him. So now they have a body to try to corroborate something and pin something on James St. Patrick. So we'll see. So from there, Dre, he's on the run. He runs over to Sax's house. And Sax like, man, what the fuck you doing here? He was like, oh, they set me up. Jamie set me up and say that I killed Jason and all that. He's like, what you want me to do? Like, I can't do shit to help you. He was like, no, we need to get James, or Ghost, I forget what he calls him. And we need to get him and all this, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, come on, man. He can clear your name and everything. Like, we need to get together and take him down. So, Sax, again, I don't agree with this because you're trying to clear your name and try to do it. When you start trying to do that shady shit, that's when fucked up shit happened. So he pulls out the phone that he found, Terry's phone that he found in the car. He gives it to Dre and he was like, I need you to plant this in James' apartment. Well, in James's, because the penthouse is gone. He's been staying at the James Hotel or whatever. I need you to plant this in his room. And he was like, what? So you want me to frame James for murder? He was like, hey, sometimes the judicial system needs a kick in the ass. Yeah, because it be on some bullshit. And he's like, I want to make sure that there's beyond no reasonable doubt that James did this. So he's like, all right. So he goes and he plants the phone in his hotel room. And I thought, I don't know why, because like the way he was lingering in the hotel room after he planted it, I thought he was going to just like pop up on his ass and kill him. But that did not happen. I just wishful thinking, y'all. Just wishful thinking. So there, Tariq pops up on Ghost at Truth again, and he throws the key card to the penthouse. And he like, I know what you did to mom, and he's like, I ain't gonna need that no more because I ain't coming to see your ass no more. We done, we cool. And then Jamie always think that he could just talk some sense into this boy. This boy, he don't want shit to do with you. He know who you are. He made his own fucking decisions, and he done. He was like, your mama sit here and don't think I don't know that she got you out this thing and just blah, blah, blah. I want a better life. You keep a broken record. That boy is not trying to hear that. He's like, I'm your father. He's like, don't get it twisted. You might have gave me life, but you ain't never been a fucking father to me. Like, Tariq has always, like, for some reason, hated him or whatnot. I'm like, damn, Ghost wasn't doing nothing that bad until he started cheating with Angela, from what we saw. but he just ain't got no love for you. Like, he's just like, you think anybody could change my perception of who you are to me and everything? You did that yourself. I saw the man that you were, and nobody can turn me on you. You did this. And then he was like, don't you put your hands on my mom again. And then Jamie don't never really put hands on him. He was like, no. Tariq threatened him. He's like, if you put your hands on my mom again, I'm gonna kill you, murder you my damn self. I'm like, okay, Jamie, let that boy go. He don't want nothing to do with you and whatnot. And he just mama's boy now, because at least, hey, it is what it is. And that intense going back and forth, and he chasing after Tariq. He's like, damn it, Tariq, you don't listen to me. I'm like, he's not gonna listen to you. Let that shit go. Like, what? Ghost, why do you even care at this point? This boy ain't shit. He's like, you had so much potential. You could have did more than what I had. He's like, you was out there. He's like, my father tried to get me to keep me from the streets, and I tried to do stand for you. He's like, but it was good enough for you. It was good enough for you to do. But you're saying that I'm better than that. And he's like, yeah, because I didn't have the opportunities you had. He was like, but you still doing the same shit. So what the fuck? So hopefully, Jamie Ghost will get the message and be like, fuck Tariq. And again, he has no one on his side besides Ramona and the DNC, but Ramona will jump on whoever she can to get that political power. So it ain't like she all that close to him too. She's more the dick anyway, ain't like they close. So yeah, y'all. This was a very lengthy review. This was Power season. I'm sorry, y'all. My allergies and my nose have been bothering me. Season 6, episode, I don't know, 10? I think it's 10. And we will see how this all unfolds. I mean, neither Tommy or Ghost can die like anytime soon, really, because it's gonna get weird if one of them die all quick and shit. Like, not quick, because this is actually after this would have been the season finale, I believe, but we got about, I think, 5 more episodes. So we shall see. Any predictions, comments, if I left something out, or if you want to mention something from last episode, because I know I didn't do a full review on that. I apologize. It's just been a lot going on. That's why I gave y'all a long one on this one. If you stay to the end, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. I put out videos often, almost daily. I try. But yeah, if not, I will see y'all later. Peace.